Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks bringing you the daily Apple report for Tuesday, December 13th, 2022. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to remind you once again, we may actually reach this today, 147.55. I don't have an indication of it, but I will say that holding above 143.37 will actually keep 147.55 in reach, where we can top out into January, and below which there is a case to be made for 123.61 as a 1 to 2 month downside target. Now, I don't have a sell signal on that count per se, but I can talk about that. A 143.37, if we happen to break or open today below 143.37, we could actually test 138.29 intraday. Of course, we have minor points at 140.94 and 145.9. But if we break or open today below 143.37, we could test 138.29 on an intraday basis, where this market can bottom out into later, possibly through the balance of the week, and from there turn back up to that 147.55 long-term speed line. That's not shown on this chart. But it would be a settlement below 138.29 that would tell me that we could, I don't know about 2 to 3 weeks, but certainly possible, let's say by the end of January anyway, 123.61, where the market, Apple, encounters long-term support, able to contain selling well into next year. 123.52 is the same formation on the weekly chart, and it marks the beginning of a zone down to 119.34 that can contain selling not only through Q1, but even into later 23. And once again, the market is prone to test 123.52 by the end of January, below 147.55. And if we close today below 138.29, we actually have an indication of that, a likelihood that I'll say within 3 to 5 weeks, we should test 123.52. So that kind of covers the downside. Upside today, holding above 143.37, as I say, will keep 147.55 in reach, where once again we can top out into possibly through January, and below which selling pressures longer term can continue building. Now, if we do, I'm going to say if we push through 147.55 today on an intraday basis, we could reach 152.48 here. And I think that would be the extent of the upside today if we push through 147.55, and if we close above 147.55, it was 3 to 5 days a couple of weeks ago. Now it's more like 1 to 2 weeks, like by the end of next week. If we close today above 147.55, we can anticipate 157.52. Now, if you want to start scaling into a longer term position in terms of being long, owning Apple stock as we move into Q1, you can do that at above 147.55. I just don't think you're going to have any meaningful gratification on a near-term basis. By near-term, I mean near to mid-term basis, like through January or into January, unless we close above 157.52. So as I've been saying, and I'll say it again, below 147.55, we remain heavy into January trade, the 123.61 level in reach by the end of January. And to the upside, I don't expect to see the low 180s unless we can close above 157.52 over the next few weeks. And then I think we're a month or two away from reaching 180.62. So, closing above 147.55, this is a pretty good swing trade, 3 to 5 days, 1 to 2 weeks up to 157.52. And then I would recommend exiting that long position and even perhaps playing the short side back into the 140s again. We could trade inside this ever widening wedge for a number of weeks before ultimately perhaps closing above 157.52, and then we're off to the races in terms of kind of an accelerated up move, not altogether different than we saw from the June low to the August high. I think that pretty much rounds it out for Tuesday's Daily Apple Report. I'll be back again tomorrow. Oh, if you haven't clicked like, I forgot to say this. I like to do this on every video. If you'd please click like each and every time you watch the Daily Apple Report, it helps us out a great deal. Also subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. It provides you notification each and every time new content has been uploaded. And if you would, please share this content with friends and colleagues. And that is all I have for Tuesday's Daily Apple Report. I'll be back tomorrow with Wednesdays, and you have a great day.